What's up, guys? Jason here, aspiring entrepreneur, kicking things off today by saying thank you to all of you who shared and replied to the last vlog. Now, if you missed that, I was talking about how we tend to approach our work as entrepreneurs as if it's a parentheses or a sprint, and we tend to just burn out, or we just work really, really long hours looking for some sort of goal in the future. And my point was, as you continue to work, there's always going to be another goal, and so we really need to figure out how many hours should we be working, what should we be working on, and of course, figuring out how to know if you're doing enough, figuring out some way to properly measure our work. So because that vlog seemed to be helpful, I wanted to do a quick rewind to last week when I flew to Pittsburgh. I tagged along with my wife. She had a business conference to go to, and I was like, hey, why not get some more work done in a hotel? Because changing your environment actually is very, very helpful, especially when you're doing creative stuff like I am, like copywriting and writing YouTube videos. So what I wanted to share with you was, while I was flying over there on the plane, I was doing my end of month journaling, and I started doing that thanks to this book, The One Thing, where essentially he talks about the importance of focus and being really, really focused with what you're doing, and it's a great way to cut out the busy work. So the good news is, for the most part, most of my day isn't taken up with busy work. I'm actually focused on the one thing that's going to help drive my business forward or this channel forward. And ironically, while I was journaling and looking at my time tracking from the previous month, I spent about 80% of my work hours on the channel. Only 20% was on client work or sales funnel development or speaking with teams. So I was really, really efficient with my time in terms of the channel. But after the journaling, I realized that it was actually time to switch gears and stop with the content production for a little bit and focus on building my webinar sales funnel. And so even though I had planned to do a bunch of recording, I have 5 or 6 videos that still haven't been edited. I pre-recorded them because I was going to edit them while I was there. I was going to keep the content schedule going. I had some locations that I was going to go to for some cool B-roll shots. I was going to vlog while I was there. None of that happened. And none of that happened because while I was journaling, I had to give myself permission to say, look, you have the content that you're doing for your channel, you have your client work, and then you have this webinar sales funnel thing that you keep putting on the back burner, that you keep working on when the other two aren't sucking up all your time. And so one of the things that I wanted to pass along to you is, with productivity, sometimes the hardest part is deciding not to do something. So for example, as someone who wants to be a full-time YouTuber, all of a sudden I'm saying, you know what? I'm only going to vlog for the next couple of weeks because I need to get this ad stuff done, right? And so the entire trip, even though I had planned, I even picked up some extra equipment so that I could vlog and record videos in the hotel room, I completely switched gears, and I spent the entire time working on my sales funnel, writing my ads, figuring out some campaign structures, and as a result, no videos were posted the entire week. Now, normally I would feel bad. Well, actually, I still feel bad. Like, I still look back on that and go like, ugh, I didn't post for a week, what the heck? But it's a lot easier to go through when you proactively make those decisions, as opposed to saying, I'm just going to do it all, and then halfway through the week, it's 1 a.m. in the morning. I've done vlogs where I've been vlogging at 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning because I kept trying to get everything done. Those situations are much, much more difficult than proactively saying, you know what, I'm going to set this aside, even though it's painful, even though it might look bad, but in the long run, it's going to be much, much better. Oh, and before I forget, with that extra focus, that means you're actually going to start seeing some YouTube ads from me about the upcoming webinar in a week or so, so definitely look for those. And then I'll also be doing some videos and breakdowns of the ad itself, why I wrote the copy this certain ways, and then of course sharing with you the results of the conversion rates and the click-through rates and the view rates and all that fun stuff. So if it falls flat on its face, I'm going to look like a complete idiot, but at least you'll be able to learn from it. And if it works, then I have a pretty cool copywriting template to share with you that actually works. Of course, no point in sharing the template if it doesn't work. So thank you for watching. I hope you got some value out of that and you can relate to kind of just figuring out this whole productivity thing. If you have any tips for the rest of us on what you do to stay productive throughout the day, or make sure that you don't hit burnout, or if you've already come up with a metric where you know at the end of the day, hey, I did enough, go ahead and comment with that below. It'll help myself and of course everybody else out as we figure this out together. So of course, until the next video, keep building the business you love. Take care.